Welcome to Talk Your Ish Liz podcast. I am Liz, of course. And today I have a topic that I have been seeing all over social media for like some years. I've heard people have this discussion, and I'm curious as to how you guys feel about it because I'm definitely going to tell you how I feel about it. And the question is, right? Who are y'all feeding first? Your husband, your boyfriend, or your kids? Who are you feeding first? To me, I'm just going to start by saying this is the dumbest ever. And the fact that people really be online on Facebook, TikTok, whatever social media platform, really be arguing about this. Like, I feel like there is really no right answer, but there's always a wrong answer. And I'm just going to tell you how I feel and what I would do in a situation like this, right? So, number one, I have written down, why is this even a thing? Wouldn't everyone get fed together if y'all are a family? So I'm thinking, if y'all live in a household together, the mother, the dad, the children, aren't y'all eating as a family? Now, this is if the kids are little, because sometimes if the kids are teenagers, they probably not going to eat till later or whenever, because when they get to a certain age, they don't want to sit down. And first of all, they don't want to talk to their parents, let alone sit down and have dinner together. But in a normal family, we're going to keep it normal. If you guys are a family, everyone would be sitting down having dinner together. That's if you're all home at the same time. So if everybody is home when dinner is done, then you all eat at the same time. That's what I would think, right? But then there's this other thing, right? So let's say if you're a woman, you have children. You've had these children before you met this man. And you are preparing dinner. And let's just say you're not eating at the same time, but the kids want to eat over whatever. Me personally, if those children that you have are not his kids, then I feel like you should feed your children first. You should never make your kids feel like some man will just come in and you head over heels and you just gonna make his plate a big old plate and then your kids have to wait. I feel like if those children are not his children, your kids should definitely eat first, or you should make their plates to get them out of the way if y'all not having like dinner together at the same time. Does that make sense to y'all? Because it makes a whole lot of sense to me. And then for me, any man, regardless, if y'all want to feel like y'all the king of the castle, I'm the man, I do the. I don't know any man who would want to eat before his children. I do not know, I'm going to repeat this. I do not know any man that would be like, feed me first. As a parent, forget man, woman, child. As a parent, you are always going to want your kids to have first dibs on everything, especially when it comes to food. You're going to always want to feed your children first. If you are a woman and your man is requiring you to feed him first over your kids or y'all kids, then I see something wrong with that. I really see an issue with that. And I'm going to tell you why these guys be feeling that way in certain situations. A lot of y'all women, if y'all sitting at home, y'all ain't doing nothing, and he the king of the castle, and he paying all the bills, he feel like he can treat you like that and your children. He feel like he has the right to treat y'all like second-class citizens, like peasants, because he's paying a bill or the bills. So he feel like he want to get the biggest, healthiest plate, and he don't care about the scraps that you and your kids get after him. Now that's how I feel about it. Now I might be wrong, but I doubt it. That's how I feel about it. Because again, no parent, man or woman, is going to want to eat before their children. You want to always make sure your children are straight, regardless. So this whole topic about who eat first and the man got to eat first, I feel like it's so stupid. And if you are a woman and you feel like your man, I got to feed my man because that's my man, and he my man, and he pay the bills and he the king and he running things. If you feel like you have to feed him first and he take the plate first and feel like you have to do that for him, he ain't the man for you. I'm sorry, this is my opinion. This is how I feel, nobody else. I'm just saying, he ain't the man for you, especially if he is not the daddy to your kids. Like, I'm just gonna be real. If he is not the daddy to your kids, he shouldn't even want to be fed before your children. Because I feel like when you do stuff like that, you cause unnecessary ruckus and unnecessary foolishness in your house. And I know a lot of y'all girls, listen, I know a lot of y'all girls really care more about the man than your child. Like, I know that. A lot of y'all will starve your kids to death just to say you got a man. Y'all will buy this man anything he won't buy your kids nothing just to say you got somebody. So I know some of y'all are willing to starve the babies just so he can be full, and them churn stomach is growling in the middle of the night. They can't even sleep because their stomach eating their back because their mama gave this man all the food. She just love him and want him so bad. I know it's women out there like that, but I'm not that type of chick. I ain't built that way. I never will be, and it could be because of my childhood and my upbringing and the things that I've been through, that I know for a fact that I would never ever feed a man over my kids. Even now, I have a 28-year-old son. Yes, I'm a great. I have a 24-year-old daughter and a 3-year-old grandbaby. And even now, in this present moment, there is no man. If we are in the house and I make some food, which is very rare, because I am not a homemaker. I'm a worker bee. I make my own money. I'm a provider. So I'm not really a homemaker. But even now with my grown ass kids and my grandbaby, if I have food, I make food, I buy food, however the food get in this house, and my children are here, ain't nobody eating for my kids. I don't give a goddamn. I'm going to call my son. I'm going to call my daughter. I'm going to automatically make the grandbaby help plate. That's just going to happen. Period. And I'm going to let them, like, y'all hungry, y'all come make y'all plate. To this day, there's nobody that is going to eat before my kids. These kids can be 50 and 54. Ain't nobody eating before my kids. If my kids eat before me, if I make sure they eat before I do, you think I'm about to let somebody walk in and eat before them? When I feel like I'm the most important piece on the chessboard? So if I'm feeding them before I feed me, what makes you think I'm going to feed you before I feed them? Like, I just want that to be clear all the way around. It's just not happening. But again, I know some of y'all girls, y'all just be so in love. Y'all just, everything you do is for this man. Like, listen, and I'm be honest with y'all, I've been there. I've been that child where there were things purchased in the home as far as food, but not what we liked, what he liked. I've been there. And that could be the reason why I'm so adamant that my children will always eat first. Like I said, they eat before me. When I buy food, I have anything in the house, I always call them and be like, make your food. Whenever I make breakfast, y'all come eat. Once my kids have made their plates, and I've always been like this, once they have made their plates and got what they want, then I make my plate afterwards and I get what's left. I have always been like that. So ain't no man coming around him think you about to get a plate ever served before my children. And y'all chicks really be feeding these men before y'all kids. And I feel like it's so bad when this man is not the father of those children. Like, to me, that makes it 10 times worse of a situation when you bring a man in that you dating. That's your boo thing. You making a plate. You don't slop all his food up on the plate. Now he over there at the table, and now your kids come out to get their food, and he already settled down, smacking his lips. I don't tell y'all do it. I'm not gonna do it. But I want to know what y'all think out there in the social media world. Do y'all feed these dudes before y'all feed your kids, or do y'all get your kids straight first? Because most of the time, that's why I look at it also. if I'm like married, like now if I was to get married, I'll feed my kids, right? Make sure they straight. And then once they straight, he and I can relax and have our dinner together. Cause like I said, when kids get to a certain age, especially like the teenage years, they don't really want to be sitting down with your ass anyways. Cause you know they be moody as hell. So I'm gonna get them straight, whatever, whatever, and then we gonna sit down and have our meal together, have a couple of drinks and talk. But again, some of y'all just want a man, and you know it's just like Mr. Charlie, y'all. That you know y'all just want a piece of man, and y'all neglect, deny, starve y'all kids for them. I mean, it is what it is. But that's how I feel about it. How do y'all feel about it? What's y'all take on it? I really, really want to know. So make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and let me know how you feel about that. Because I know how I feel about it. And I ain't with it. But that's basically all I have to say about that. Again, this is Liz of Talk Your Ish Liz podcast. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. And again, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Toodles!